Okay, so how are you? I caught you here at the park. What's going on? What brought you here? Are you going through some issues?
No, just hanging out,
No, but I
enjoying
mean,
the.
is it some type anything emotional or something? This is a women's channel. You can talk to them.
Not really. Just out here. This is how I rejuvenate my energy. Just being out in nature, getting some sunlight, fresh air, things
Okay.
like that. Sitting under the
Are
trees.
you needing to de-stress or something, or what?
I mean, everybody needs de-stressing sometimes in life.
Well, I'm just saying, 85% of everybody that comes to a park, they do that for like reflection
Yeah,
and thought.
yeah,
A lot of times they're going through some issues in life. So that's not you. You just
I
happen
mean,
to.
yeah, I have my own personal things going on. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you something. Is there anything you want to share with these women about that?
About my own personal things that I'm
Well,
going
let me
through.
tell you why. Because this is a non-identifier video, so they're not able to identify you.
Oh
They
no,
don't.
I'm not worried about that.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, do you feel like it would be helpful if you were to share that with them so that they can maybe relate or maybe something they're
Got you.
experiencing?
Got you. I would say right now what I'm dealing with the most is, just lack of support from other people. Not really having a stable place to be, family and things like that. So, at the end of the day, my advice to anybody else going through the same thing would just be to, stay strong, not lose faith. Spend time in nature, connect with yourself because you are most important. So other people matter, but you matter most in your own world. So as
Hmm.
long as you're taking care of yourself and you don't lose hope,
Okay.
like things will
Now,
be
what
okay.
about the stable place you were talking about? What's going on there?
I just personally don't have like a stable home to live in.
Right. For right
Young,
now.
no support. Things, happen in the world. Nobody teaches us how the real world works. So we're kind of thrown
Oh,
out
yeah. Uh
here,
huh.
and we just got to figure it out. So.
Okay, okay. It's interesting. I was homeless here in Houston from 1992 to 98.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of reminds me a little bit about your story a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, but I went on to become a success over the last 25 years. So, yeah, yeah, but I mean, what direction do you want to go in your life?
I am a very spiritual person. I have
Okay.
a lot of spiritual gifts, very in tune with source. So I know that my purpose is to be a healer, a messenger, a public speaker, actually.
Okay.
So once I get myself settled, my goals are really just to public speak, try to help other young women like myself.
Okay.
Music, just making healing fun so that
Okay.
more people are inclined to actually do it. Because healing is an important part of reaching success. Healing the things that we've been through.
Okay, but what about some of these women going through like relationship issues or something?
Oh, love yourself.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I could say because that's also what put me in a lot of these situations as well. Um, you know, self love is the best love, and you can never love anybody else until you love yourself first. And loving yourself first helps you to not settle for less than what you deserve.
Okay, so what happened in the last relationship? Why did it? I'm just, they want
No,
to know.
you're fine. You're fine. I mean, mine
Was
was
somebody cheating on somebody? Or what?
no, mine was actually a little bit more traumatic than that. Just young. I would say falling victim to people who put masks on and pretend to be a
Oh,
helping hand. In reality, they don't really help you. They kind
okay,
of keep you prisoner. So,
okay, right,
yeah.
right.
So,
So how are you doing on your current diet? Is your diet challenged?
ooh, right now I've been a little. When I go through stress, I would say it's a little bit worse. But other than that, I do a lot of cleansing. So, in the mornings, I try to do teas every morning, and I eat fruit to cleanse, and then try to make healthier choices throughout the day. But I'm a foodie, so I love food. So
Oh, so you eat meat?
I do. I'm trying to wean off of it. I will say I don't eat as much as I used to, and I stopped eating red meat for sure. So, but I'm working on it. Some things are kind of hard to just quit overnight, but
Yeah.
I definitely have made some progress.
Now, were you that type of woman that if you're hungry but it's something you really don't want, you'll just wait until you get to a good and solid meal?
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
wait
mean,
on.
it just depends. It just depends on what I'm eating for. Because sometimes I have to fast for spiritual reasons, or I replace eating because I do emotional eat. I know that I do. So replacing eating with meditation and things like that. So because sometimes eating becomes a habit more so than we're actually eating to energize ourselves.
Now, do you think that you may establish something more of kind of a non-committal relationship with someone where it's like, just non-committal, y'all see each other from time to time or what?
I feel like I've tried that too. I mean, I will say from my experiences, most men don't actually want that. I'm celibate now, so it's just more so making connections for the bigger purpose. If I can benefit from people and they can benefit from me just
Yeah.
energy-wise, like that matters more than anything else.
But when it was non-committal, what, he wanted you to stay over and cuddle or something?
Not necessarily. I actually lived with people like
Oh,
the
wow, okay.
relationships that I had, I lived with them, but like I said, just young. I would say I'm a very caring person, so like sometimes you just get caught up playing house and you gotta,
Oh, okay.
but you have to take care of yourself first and like, really love yourself first and get to know who you are, because if you don't know yourself, like you'll settle for things and
Yeah.
then you'll be in a situation and it's not really what you want or deserve.
Were you really in love, you think, or was it just more surface?
So I will say because I had two for sure.
Okay,
These
ain't
were
nothing wrong with
these
that.
were-
Let them know.
These were like two of my main relationships that I had. Like,
Okay.
the first one, I will say I've been honest and said that I don't think that I did. I think the things that I was going through in my age at the time, he said it was just kind of on the surface. People can provide, or you think that something is something else, but both people really be lying to themselves type of thing. I will say the second one I did. Actually, I really was in love, and I do still love them to this day, but I had to be honest with myself about, like actions have to match words,
Okay.
actions have to match energy, and I'm confident in my love that I give out to others, but that doesn't always mean that other people's intentions are the same. Just because they accept you, that's because you are.
How long were you with him?
A year and a half. The second one.
Oh, that's a long time.
It went pretty quickly to me. The first one was like 3 years though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
So now you're just staying in your own lane.
Yeah, I've been on a spiritual path. After the second one, I started waking up more spiritually. So I've just been on a path of trying to figure out what it is that I actually love in my own life, what it is that my purpose is, and just getting out here and trying to make it happen. Because I'm a leader, so I can't really lead anybody. The best way to lead is by example, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to get things done so that I can show other people how to do it.
Yeah. Are you having any people trying to connect with you?
At the moment, no. I've been in a lot of situations where I have had people connect. Well, are you mean like relationship wise or?
Yeah, I mean, when's the last time you had
that's all.
somebody trying to get your phone number or
Oh,
something?
that's all the time.
Oh, that happens often.
Yeah, it happens all the time, and I have to shut people down sometimes because I know energy, so I have to trust how I feel in certain interactions. So like it kind of back to what I said, like if you're a star, you're a diamond, you're gonna attract. If you're a light, you're gonna attract a lot of things, but that doesn't mean everything you attract is for you. So you have to be discerning.
Okay, but when you said you were doing the non-committal before, were you with a very highly attractive man and it was just non-committal?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Again, I was young, so in my mind it was like we're committed, but we're not. It's like I knew we weren't, but at the same time we were. So it was just like.
Okay.
I don't know, because I haven't been in that situation in a while. I don't put myself in those type of situations anymore. So.
Okay. Yeah, because like me, I've been like that for some years. I got like a lady friend, and
Yeah.
I see the lady friend, you know, I see the lady friend like once or twice a month, and
Yeah,
you
I
know.
don't know. I've tried that. I'm too passionate. I can't waste my energy on just anybody. So I
Okay.
like to, if it's genuine, it'll happen, it'll flow. If it's not, like, I got other stuff to do anyway.
Okay.
So-
Last question before we close it out. We just went over 10 minutes.
Okay.
Now, what is your best dish that you know how to cook?
That's a good question. I'll say my favorite meal to make. It's not very healthy, but I like to make beef tips with rice and gravy, cabbage, cornbread, stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What about bread? I love bread.
I love bread too.
Bread, a lot of butter too. I love a lot of butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love bread, pasta, rice, beans,
All right.
anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you being on the Active Women series. You officially made it. I will upload this tonight. Anything lastly you want to say to these women, for some encouragement for these women to get out here and get out and about a little bit?
I just want to give every woman love because we have it pretty hard, and I know a lot of women don't get heard or listened to. A lot of women get overlooked. Just don't, stay strong, know who you are, be confident, be self-assured, and just, live your life.
Now, let's do this before we go. Let these women know what's gonna get you out of that celibacy. No, what? Talk to them. Let them know because you're serious with it.
Truthfully,
Yeah, truthfully.
it would take a divine masculine, and I mean a very divine. I can't really speak for everybody because everybody's path is different. With everybody's other half is different, but it would have to be somebody who, allows me to be the best of me in both my masculine and feminine energy. Somebody who doesn't try to change me, but sees who I am for who I am and
Yeah.
helps me to be the best version.
But
that I can.
it is possible.
It's very possible, but
Oh, and
I
you-
will say that comes with you. You will never get what you want if you continue to settle. Because if you settle with something, then the universe is not going to open the door for
Okay.
what you truly want to come in.
Okay.
So, never settle.
And lastly, we'll close with this. Let them know the designers we got on. What are we wearing? Just tell them. Let them know. Let these women know the truth where these clothes came
I'm
from.
not very materialistic, so I
That's
couldn't
good. That's
tell you.
okay.
I got this at like a market over
Okay.
a year ago. This is from Shein.
Shein.
Shein, I think that's how
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say
Shein,
it.
yeah.
And these are, Crocs, so.
Okay. So you got something that's real airy.
Yeah, just I
Keep
like
you
to
nice and
relax.
cool.
Yeah, like to relax and be free.
Okay, good. So what we'll do is we'll have you put your information in the comment section. If you want anybody to contact you, it'll be pinned in the comment.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.